What is up there everyone, it's the guy from the Gamer Tech here, and today I wanted to talk about the launch of Battlefiled Hardline, because actually for a Battlefield game it's had a really good launch. Now as you probably may or may not know, is that Battlefield 3 and Battlefield 4 had really bad launches. Now I'm going to put my hand up here and say that I actually never got either of them on the launch. Battlefield 3 I got in the February after the launch, and I didn't actually get Battlefield 4 because I got it for PS4, so I didn't actually get it or play it until December. So by then they'd probably actually given it a small patch, but everyone in the community pretty much unanimously agreed that both games had extremely rough launches filled with bugs, glitches and all sorts of problems. Whereas Battlefield Hardline has actually been one of the best games for the launch. It actually works. A lot of people have made videos saying, oh my god, it's stable, which is something quite amazing, and I think that is a really good thing because it shows that EA and DICE are actually making good inroads into making better games. They've learnt their lesson from Battlefield 4, and that is not competing with Call of Duty. Battlefield and Call of Duty are two completely separate games. You can't actually kill Call of Duty by trying to be like it. Only Call of Duty will kill itself, and that's the point. There are two words that kill a game, and that is COD killer. The amount of games which have died because everyone called it the COD killer is unbelievable. Destiny, Titanfall, Battlefield 4, all of these games were labelled as a COD killer and they did not work in that way at all. They've all kind of just lost their fan base because of various problems with the game. Now Battlefield 4 did actually regain some of its fan base because DICE did a lot of work in patching the game. However, Battlefield 4 did still leave a big dent in the franchise. However, Battlefield Hardline was never aiming to be a COD killer. Admittedly, they did originally have an October release date, but they put the game back and now it's a March release. And that has made it almost irrelevant to Call of Duty, and actually it's had done a lot of good for the game because no one seems to care about it or Call of Duty. They just focus on it as its own game and people are enjoying it. And I myself have been enjoying it a lot. It's one of the first games for a while where I've actually found myself wanting to play it. I've been having a lot of fun with the game. There are still, however, some issues that need to be addressed and are thankfully being addressed by Visceral. And one of that is gun balance. There are some gun balance issues. The K10, M16 and M416 are clearly head and shoulders the best guns in the game. They are just too consistent and they just need to be toned down a little bit. They also have some problems with the battle rifles where two of them actually don't seem to be effective at all. I personally haven't used those two. I've been using the SA-58 and the SCAR, and those two are the better ones, and I can see exactly why. They are very effective weapons once you get used to them. And that's the point. The gun balance, although it has some problems, is still very good. You can actually use pretty much all of the guns, apart from the M45. Leave that thing alone like the plague. But you can actually use all the guns you want. However, there are still some other issues, and one of them is actually game mode balance. Now, Block Blood Money is one of the, my personal opinion, is one of the worst balanced modes in the game. Simply because you've got one team that has to run the money down the hill and one that has to run money up the hill. And that already makes the game unbalanced because one team can just run down, they've got more cover, whereas the team coming and having to run up the hill is always going to get shot in the back because they have a lot less cover. And that is the key problem with the mode. And the worst thing about it is actually the point where the money is closer to the team who has to run down the hill, which means they have a clear-cut advantage over the other team simply because they have less distance to run and they have a lot more cover to run the money back. And that has led to me being having a lot of frustration at the blood money on block. However, for the rest of the game modes I've played are very good. However, TDM from the people that have played it have said it is absolutely awful. And I personally just avoid TDM in Battlefield. Battlefield has got TDM to appeal to the COD crowd, and to me it doesn't feel much like Battlefield. Admittedly, I played it a bit in Battlefield 3. There were a few dodgy spawns, but overall the game was okay. However, in Battlefield 4 it got a bit worse because of the map design. In Battlefield Hardline the spawns are just horrific. People will literally spawn behind you. It's more or less like on Modern Warfare 3, One in the Chamber. You will have someone spawn directly behind you. And I've just avoided the game mode, and I rarely play Team Deathmatch. I personally stick with objective modes. I actually like the Heist game mode and Blood Money. They are my two most played modes on this game. I currently stick more with Heist because it's kind of like the Rush game mode, which was my favourite game mode in Battlefield 4. And in general, Battlefield Hardline has just been a fun game. I'm really enjoying it. Admittedly, I haven't played it as much as I would like to, just simply because I've actually been enticed a bit more by Call of Duty recently. Now, all the controversy about people using Black Ops 3 and all that in their titles, I don't really care. I'm sticking completely out of that because I really don't care. I'm actually going to have to resist the hype train all year, which is going to be one of the hardest things. But anyway, I've gone a bit off topic. Battlefield Hardline, as I've said, it's a very fun game to play. I'm not going to say it's perfect. If you don't like Battlefield, it's not the game for you. But if you're looking for something a bit different, you haven't played Battlefield before and you just want to get into it, I think it's definitely worth it. And I think it's definitely quite a fun game and you may enjoy it, but it's always down to you. If you're never sure, go and watch gameplay and see what other people are saying, because of course, like arseholes, everyone's got an opinion. But anyway guys, this has been the guy with the gamer tag, and I'll see you on another video.